Some jobless, unemployed people are such big fans of their favorite rappers that they will become pay pigs and live every waking moment of their life to defend their favorite multi-millionaire rappers on the internet from other jobless dorks slurping these musicians up like Dave Blunts to a Deca burger with extra cheese, 14 McFlurries, 12 large fries, and 70 spicy McNuggets from Wendy's with sweet and sour sauce. These rappers do not know that they exist in the slightest, and likely wouldn't even piss on them if they were on fire. But, if Sidney decides to become a rapper, then Today we'll be ranking which fanbase has the worst Meatriders by using a tournament bracket. Shout out Neopunkfm, two of my favorite crackers along with Mike Dean and James Blake. First, we're starting off very, very, very strong. We got Dax and Tom MacDonald. Dax and Tom MacDonald, if you listen to them, you're a clan member. They're both very much so far right people, but Dax on one hand is much more of a grifter since his music is dookie butt, and Tom MacDonald, his heart is a little bit more into it. He's not like a full-on righty neo must. When he is racist, I don't feel like his heart is like all the way in it, if I'm gonna be honest. I've definitely seen a lot more just like random people on Twitter that are much more into it. Even like the random Indian Twitter bots, definitely much more into it. But as far as the music, nobody really cares for them music wise. Dax is just a meme. So was Tom MacDonald. But the thing is with Tom MacDonald, he has a song with Ben Shapiro.
Effectively spoken rhythm.
Of all people. And Ben Shapiro actually took it very seriously. And so did a lot of other conservatives. Very corny. Top tier, S+ tier cornballs, both of them. But I don't know, the cake definitely has to go to Tom MacDonald. At least with Dax, maybe he has like some cringe music that you can at least maybe sort of kind of vibe to ish a little bit, tiny bit. But Tom MacDonald, he doesn't have not one damn song. Okay, so we'll give it to Tom. Definitely has the bigger Meatriders, if we're gonna be honest, by far. So Opium and Slay World. So obviously Opium is much, much, much bigger than Slay World. And obviously Slay World doesn't really exist anymore. But when I do count Slay World, I'm talking about like older Slay World as well. So like Summers, Yeet, Can, Autumn, when all of them were back together in the same group. If not like Slay World adjacent. And then Opium, of course, Playboi Carti, Ken Carson, Homicide Gang, and Lone. So Opium, home to some of the biggest absolute dick riders on the planet. They try and do the all black fits. They constantly just slurp Cardi up all day, and Ken and Lone and all that. Excuse all the cornball behavior, But as far as the music, Cardi fans and specifically obviously take the cake. I genuinely have not seen another artist that lies to their fans that fucking much. Like, obviously Kanye lying about music and when he's gonna drop is bad. He's been doing that since like damn near 2007, 2008. But right now there's such a massive Cardi drought. There's a tweet. Anybody notice this? And it's a picture of someone listening to Feel Like Dying, which has 3 threes in the title, and he went to the text in the song that says, "If you feel like dying," which has 3 E's. And they're kind of going crazy about this as well in a troll way. But I don't just that, the subreddit and everything else, they're just like they're just insanely cringe and the biggest Meatriders. And they also they also buy all the Opium merch. They go to all the tours. They support Cardi through anything, even though he obviously clearly does not give a fuck about them, let alone his kids, because he's a deadbeat. And now on to Slay World. Yeet, Summer is my king, Autumn, and Can, right? So 3 out of 4 of those people are either pedophiles, woman beaters, or pedophiles and woman beaters. So obviously kind of similar-ish to Opium, but not really, minus the pedophiles of the pedophile of Homicide Gang. So in all, I say Yeet definitely had the biggest Meatriders of Slay World, even before he went super duper mainstream. And got the Drake cosign and all that, definitely 100%. But it's not even, honestly, it's not even fair comparison. There's not even a fair chance that you can compare Opium to another comparable group. So we'll definitely give that one to Opium. Okay, Kanye and Drake. So obviously both very established in rap, very much so established. Drake, obviously he took the out verse of the Kendrick beef. Everyone knew, with 20 bajillion different ghostwriters, and having a kid with a porn star, and calling women this and that, and women are shit, women are this, women are that. I'm such a sad boy. I'm a grown ass man, but I'm doing all this, and I'm trying to seem cool and hip and say with the kids, along with all the other like super duper corny shit he did. Now with Kanye, I'm gonna lie, there's one action he did. We can just completely skip over everything else. What was that, like 2022? Love Everybody, Kanye. After that, well, obviously like the 2016, Trump MAGA stuff was really bad, and saying, black people wanted to be slaves and blah 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 blah. That was bad, but it wasn't as bad as Love Everyone, Yay. So just for that, honestly, Kanye has to take the cake, and we can just honestly ignore every single thing else. Okay, now we got Eminem's and Old Heads. Oh my fucking gosh, it's gonna be hell. All right, so the thing is with Eminem fan bases, right? They're also really fucking dumb, just like Tom McDonald, right? So obviously Eminem isn't a bad artist. He used to be one of my favorites, but he's one of those people where just like the fan base is just so fucking insufferable and annoying that you don't even want to listen or call them or be a part of them in any which way at all. So honestly, as far as fan bases, there's a massive overlap between the Eminem and the Tom McDonald fan base, right? They're just both just going at it like this to both of them. So Eminem, obviously very, very outspoken leftist, right? Very much so the complete and far opposite of his fan bases, right? But they're once again really fucking stupid. Eminem can diss Trump and whoever else how many times, and his fan base be like, oh yeah, well he didn't mean like that, he mean like this, blah 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 blah. And on top of that too, he drops the most corny fucking bars. Oh my gosh. Just off of his most recent albums too, most of the songs on there were corny as fuck. The ones on The Death of Slim Shady, Curtain Call to, Music to Be Murdered By, Someone Kamikaze, Relapse, that wasn't even that was definitely an album that exists. Holy shit. But Eminem, very much so comparable to the Tom McDonald fan base. I'll keep it there. As far as everything else, very much so unproblematic. He just stays out. Besides that, he just has the corny verses, corny bars every so often, and like the really cringe lyrics. And Old Heads, right? Very much so insufferable, and also very much so, anti-gay, and just have to randomly talk about it. And I guess one really good example of that being, a lyric from a very popular older song from, I think, the 90s by Biggie, where he says, and I quote, "You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy dick." I'm gonna repeat that in case you didn't hear. You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy dick. That's honestly gayer than any lyric I have ever heard by any other gay artist I listen to, like Troye Sivan. If anything, honestly, I don't even think the gayest, like, I don't even think Lil Nas X or Virgo Gang, they're the guys that made Thug Shake, I don't even think they would say that. And I mean, on top of that too, Old Heads, they're super, new rap music is trash. What are these kids saying? Blah 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 blah. It's so garbage. It's so dookie. But I can't understand any of them. Like, they're just so fucking annoying, man. Just like, give newer music a chance. Like, I'm not saying you gotta listen to Laserdisc or whatever. Like, at least listen to some Corday or Jid or Denzel Curry or whatever else. Like, at least. But no, they say that's garbage too. And with Eminem as well, like, at least he'll listen and kind of make songs and try to collaborate with a new artist, right? At least he'll do that, right? Even if their styles aren't similar at all, at least he'll try. But to this, honestly, it's got to be old Eminem by a mile. Okay, X and Juice WRLD. Oh my gosh, this is like comparing fucking Stalin to Mussolini. Okay, so X fans and Juice WRLD, obviously, once again, same side of the coin, right? Same exact people, right? But the thing is with X, he had those really, really, really omega cringe, like Lil Peep fan base, and he had the sad Bart Simpson edits, the people with the sad Bart Simpson profile pics. But on top of that too, honestly, a massive amount of Meatriders, you know, insanely disrespectful to him in his grave when he passed, and just general, like, the most corny people on the planet outside of that as well. And then with Juice WRLD too, similar-ish but not as bad. Very bad, very cringe tweets, very bad, you know, art and stuff. But I don't know, honestly, I gotta give it to X, honestly, mostly because of the way that they treated the way that they treated his grave, number one, and then all the fucking dog shit art and really cringe art that they did for him. Mustache Man versus Satan. Okay, so Nicki and Carti. Okay, so I'll start with Carti. So Cardi B fans, right? Out of all the female rappers, right? Out of all their fan bases, Cardi fans are the second worst by far. Okay, and interacting with them in person and social media, hell, not the brightest individuals. Not you knock on their head and it's just very fucking hollow, right? So they're obviously, you know, anything Cardi does or whatever, like cheating on your husband, obviously if they're separated or not, that's I don't know which one, but they were kind of siding with Cardi for apparently or inferring that she cheated on Offset while she was pregnant with their child, right? That's very fucking weird. And they saw no problem with that. And once again, honestly, there's not too much to say for Cardi fans, but they're just a diverse and Nicki Minaj fans. And if you're watching this video, obviously you've interacted with Nicki Minaj fans, even though it was 100% unwillingly, and it was against your will. Nicki Minaj fans, if you mention Nicki Minaj in any kind of way, or if they think you're mentioning Nicki Minaj in any kind of way, they will dox the fuck out of you. They will send you a bunch of death threats. They will tell you to kill yourself. They will shoot your fucking parents. They will sign into your fucking Fortnite account, empty out all your fucking V-Bucks, and they will push your grandma down the fucking steps. So, along with that too, very much so the dumbest of dumb when it comes to fan bases as well. They support someone that married a sex offender, namely children, and it has a dad that she also supports that is also a sex offender and sexual assaulter. Protect all women, just not the woman that their favorite rapper has connections to. But honestly, they're definitely like comparable to they're very much so comparable to the K-pop fan base and Taylor Swift fan base. For that, they get the win. They get the fucking win. Sematary and NBA Youngboy. Okay, now while they're not the most absolute similar, they're similar enough in their own ways, right? So the thing is, with Sematary, the music is fucking ass. And he hates the fuck out of his fans. Some of them rightfully so, but a decent amount not really, especially if you go on r/fucking Haunted Mountains. I remember a while ago, I just asked like a normal question about like a Cemetery song or whatever, and they just told me to fucking kill myself and go die, right? And I don't know, they just dick ride Cemetery when most of his music is shit. But at the same time though, yes, his music is shit, but it's like a hot garbage kind of shit, you know?
Holy shit, this is hot garbage. Yeah. But I can't stop listening.
Some of it, you know, it usually takes a little bit of time to grow on you, but it's not the absolute worst. But NBA Youngboy, as far as the music itself, right, it's not that bad. Honestly, my 9/11 with NBA Youngboy fans were the fucking NBA Youngboy profile pics and trolls back in like 2020 or 2021. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people. I had 2 Twitter accounts that got banned, right? Granted, it wasn't because I had the profile pics and I was trolling and saying youngboy better every 2 seconds, or youngboy clears, or youngboy this, youngboy that, just fucking permanently slurping them out like this, right? It was because I got banned multiple times for telling white supremacists and neo-Nazis and very racist neo-Nazi non-white people to go creatively take their lives in different ways, right? Comparing the garbage music and the stinky, sweaty, terrible r/Haunted Mound and concert goers fans for Sematary and Haunted Mound versus the youngboy 2020-2021 onslaught. I gotta give it to fucking youngboy, honestly. I gotta give it to, because it's not even like it was coordinated. It's not even like it was a coordinated attack. There were just so many random different people that just saw it and just like started joining it and jumping in. But I will say, NBA Youngboy definitely has the funnier fan base by far. I'll give him that. 100%. 100,000%. Travis Scott versus Thug and Future. Massive overlap between Travis Scott and then the Young Thug and Future fan bases. Travis Scott. This motherfucker sells out arenas. Worldwide tours. Everywhere. If Travis Scott wants to tour in fucking Mongolia, he'll do that shit. If he wants to tour in fucking Antarctica, he'll do that shit. And he'll have people fly out from China and West Bumblefuck to Antarctica just to do the show. On top of that, too, the amount of aura that Travis Scott has, he caused a fucking earthquake in Italy just because of a concert. Imagine having that much fucking aura that you cause a fucking earthquake just because you're having a concert somewhere. That's fucking aura. That's fucking aura, bro. Carti could never do that shit, if we're gonna be honest, right? On top of that, too, the hypebeast stuff is also another really big part of him, too. You know, the shoes, the clothes on StockX and everything else. Granted, obviously not like every Travis Scott fan has the money to do that. Not all of them are doing that. It's just Connor and Billy, whose parents make 500 fucking K, and then they want to buy up 3 pairs of fucking Jordan 1s and Jordan 4s and then resell them on StockX and fucking quintuple the price, right? That's not all of them, but even then, too, Travis Scott has a lot of like really fluff and garbage merch that they'll just buy just because it's Travis Scott, right? And then on top of that, too, with Travis Scott, the way he is just like at concerts and having people crawl over and break through the fucking gates and mosh and all this and that at the concerts is fucking crazy. No one else is matching that shit. We have the fucking Travis Scott meal.
Yeah, Cactus Jack came in my mouth.
What?
I wanted to die when I had to deal with all of those people. See, the Travis Scott meal was like comparable to the Rick and Morty meal that they had a while ago with the fucking Szechuan sauce. Very insufferable fan base, very insufferable group of people. The dick riding is very much so justified because 1, he made skeletons. 2, he made Marie I'm Drunk. 3, he made I Know. And 4, till further notice with James Blake. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, you know, you're a supporter, you're a loyal AMTS1 supporter, you know that James Blake, I will dick ride him for fucking ever. James Blake can shoot me in the fucking head, revive me, and then I just apologize to him. Phenomenal fucking artist. He cannot do anything wrong at all. Travis Scott works with him a lot more than Thug and Future, right? So, with Thug and Future too, you know, obviously pretty big fans, but their fans are not really known for being like dick riders, if we're gonna be honest, right? So, you know, Thug, you know, they'll buy the spider clothing, you know, they'll stream all the music, you know, they'll go to the concerts, you know, they'll follow Thugger Daily, and Thug also has Thugger Daily, which is another really good point as well. If you don't know who Thugger Daily is, he's a person that pretty much followed and documented a bunch of the cases and a bunch of the trials and stuff during the Young Thug trial. And I don't know, honestly, Thug fans, most of them, they're not really bad at all. They're not really annoying. They're just like mildly annoying and like a slight inconvenience. Same thing with Future. Obviously, you know, I'm not the biggest Future fan at all by far. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Travis Scott. Now we're in the second bracket. We got Tom McDonald versus Opium, Kanye versus Eminem, X versus Nicki Minaj, and Youngboy versus Travis Scott. Now, Tom McDonald, at a certain point, it becomes a moral issue, right? So with Opium fans, you know, they're just like cringe for being cringe sake, right? I wouldn't call them genuinely terrible people, right? And they wouldn't do genuinely terrible stuff, and they don't support genuinely. Well, I mean they do, honestly, because pedophiles and beating women. But Opium fans are, even though they do support, you know, like, you know, the women beaters and, you know, the pedophiles in Opium, they're still bad people, but they're not like fucking fully right-winged out bad, right? So just for that, Tom McDonald, 100%, fuck you and fuck your fan base. I'm gonna give you that. You take the win by far. You're all so fucking annoying. You need to die. Kanye and Eminem. At this point, is it even comparable? Once again, honestly, you know, I am one of the people that was still vibing at Kanye after the I love Mustache Man comments. So, obviously, I am also included in this as well. So, anything that Kanye did between 2016 and 2022 absolutely clears the worst and most annoying Eminem fans, which are worse than Tom McDonald, which are almost as bad as Tom McDonald. Let me go correct myself. So we'll give Kanye the win, right? Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Okay, Youngboy and Travis Scott, right? Now, once again, you know, almost sort of kind of two sides of the same underwear, right? Youngboy, absolutely insane when it comes to streaming on YouTube, right? Travis Scott has everything else. My mom's cousin, she's like 47, 49 with like a kid, and she's still fucking with Youngboy, right? The Youngboy dick riding transcends, right? She even to her daughter's birthday party. I think it was like her third or fourth birthday party. She wore fucking NBA Youngboy merch. It was a shirt. But the thing is with Travis Scott fans too, it's like the Travis Scott fan base, they just have so much more money to blow on his shit versus Youngboy fans. Like for example, I had to drive to Newark, right? To get on the airport on the United Airlines flight. And there was this dude sitting next to me at first, right? So, you know, I sat down, you know, I was vibing to my music, I was vibing to Killer Roy, you know, I was writing the script for my next video at the time. And this dude, he walks up, right? And he sits right next to me. Mind you, his fucking underwear is like right here. Right, damn near right at the middle of his ass, right? And guess who he was playing? I want you to take a second to guess who he was playing. He was playing fucking NBA Youngboy, right? Raggedy shirt and all too, right? Had a raggedy shirt on, everything too. Pants right at his fucking asshole. I could see his asshole, right? Could damn near smell that shit too, right? And this nigga was playing NBA Youngboy. See, it's not even like it was whole like Nevada or a more like kind of calm melodic type song, right? It was some that fucking aggressive music, right? Like murder business, and a bunch of other songs like that too. Keep in mind that the plane was full of damn near middle-aged white people. So, obviously, if you're on the internet, you know that God forbid a fucking black person is mentioned anywhere, the comments automatically turn into a fucking clan section, right? So, that dude was sitting next to me and my parents were on the other one of the other aisles as well. I think they were separated as well too. And I hear these fucking clan members talking in front of me as well, right? Talking about him, right? These fucking monkeys, these fucking niggers, right? All they do is listen to fucking NBA Youngboy and blast their fucking rap music, right? They need to go back to Africa, right? That obviously, you know, that's not their basic conversation. That's not their full conversation. But I'm telling you, I remember most of it. It was damn near 90-95% fucking accurate, if I'm gonna be honest, right? Clan members. But the thing is, right, Youngboy members, they don't have the money and time to dick ride as much as Travis Scott fans do, right? Oh, and on top of that too, I forgot to add that the dude didn't even have fucking Spotify Premium. He was just on YouTube the whole time. So when we took off, it was completely silent, bro. He wasn't playing shit. But then when we landed again too, then he started blasting NBA Youngboy, right? So yeah, a little snippet of dealing with NBA Youngboy fans in person, right? So, winner, Travis Scott by far. Okay. So, Nicki. Once again, not even a question. Not even a question. So, with Nicki. There's a person that followed me on Twitter the other day after I posted another banger tweet. And she was basically talking about how, you know, Nicki Minaj haters need to be fucking, their kneecaps need to be beat, and they need to be fucking stoned to death and blah, blah, blah. Nicki Minaj is queen, Nicki Minaj is this, Nicki Minaj is that, right? And everyone, I shit you not, every single person in the comments was just straight fucking cooking her, and the quotes as well. Like, that's genuinely the worst, most no-life shit I have ever seen in my life. Honestly, not that I have a life, because I have this YouTube channel. And I get no bitches as well. Negative, absolutely negative bitches as well. But that's genuinely the worst Nicki Minaj fan that I've ever seen in my life. Keep in mind, she was ranting in one of the Twitter spaces for like damn near 10 to 15 minutes from what I heard and saw. Genuinely the most jobless fan base in the entirety of music. The thing is, see, like, even with Taylor Swift fans, right? They're the opposite, right? They're the same people, but they have money. They're rich white women. They have fucking money. They'll travel from fucking her Austin show to New York City to go to another show, and then they'll travel to fucking LA just to go to another Taylor show. Nicki Minaj fans are the same way, but they're all just broke. And now, Tom McDonald versus Kanye. Matchup of the century. Okay. Oh, shit. My mic just fell. Okay. Now, this is actually going to be hard. Okay. So, the thing is, with Kanye, at least, right? I'm going to try and be very careful and mind my words. With Kanye, right? Granted, just because you show remorse about something doesn't mean that you should be fully forgiven, right? And you should be looked at as going back to normal, right? But I will say, I'm also not going to blame everything on mental issues as well. But with Kanye West, once again, you know, ignoring that, at least he kind of tries to do public works, right? Granted, you know, the stuff with the Don to school, you know, very, very, very questionable, even though that's not technically a public work. Try to also make his clothes more affordable, you know, donations here and there, even though he keeps it very quiet. Tom McDonald fans are just the, if you're a fucking nigger, you're a nigger. Tom McDonald fans are like Juice WRLD just saying the hard R all the time, right? The fucking Ben Shapiro, low key. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real, bro. I just got a hinge like from someone that fucking snuck onto Earth. I'm deleting the app right fucking now. I can't. Generally, some of the worst people we've ever seen, right? And see everything good for people. Obviously, the normal right person, normal righty. Once again, I fucking hate them with every soul in my body. And the thing is, too, even with, like, I don't know, it's really weird, too, because a lot of right-wingers support Kanye, too. And Kanye supports a few right-wingers as well. So, honestly, it's really fucking hard. But I'm going to give it to Tom McDonald. Because the thing is, too, like, he fully means that shit. Like, he fully means that shit. With Kanye, you know, all right, sure, you know, he's grifting or whatever. Maybe he's trying to troll and just be a little bit funny sometimes. Even though the jokes don't land at all. And, you know, the fucking mental shit going on. I don't know, but I don't feel like he means it all the time. But Tom McDonald, yeah, 100%. Fucking terrible, right? Worst fan base of all time as well. One of the worst fan bases. So, a battle for the ages, right? Tom McDonald Meatriders versus Nicki Minaj Meatriders. Very hard question. Very fucking hard. So, we're going to take all the points that we had for Tom McDonald, and we're going to take all the points that we have for Nicki Minaj, right? So, once again, you know, Tom McDonald fans aren't going to threaten to fucking kill your grandma and fucking do this and do that and shoot you if you don't like their favorite artist's music, right? But with Tom McDonald, The music is fucking ass too. Like, nobody's listening to that shit. Let me go to Spotify right. First off, how the fuck does he have 1.8 million listeners? What the fuck? Bro, no one's listening to fucking... Bro, he has a song with Dax. There's no fucking... He has a song with fucking Dax. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm actually gonna do it. Bro, on top of that too, look at the fucking album covers, bro. Look at the fucking album covers, bro. Oh, he's actually been making music since 2014. He needs to put the fries in the fucking bag, bro.
Put the fries in the fucking bag.
Fries in the fucking bag, Tom McDonald. Bro, these are the worst fucking covers I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck? Honestly, even Gucci Mane has better album covers and fucking mixtape covers than this. What the fuck? All in all, I'm gonna say Tom McDonald fans are genuinely the much worse people than Nicki Minaj. Because at the end of the day, obviously, you know, Nicki Minaj fans, although they're terrible people and very lame, very jobless, very corny, and everything else under that umbrella, and bad people as well, still not as bad of people as Tom McDonald fans. On top of it, at least Nicki Minaj has some like decent music, right? Like if I went to her Spotify page right now, I could at least find 30 songs or whatever, bare minimum, that I like, or at least mildly enjoy. Tom McDonald, you can't find one. You can't find fucking one, bro. And if you do say that there's one you like, you're fucking trolling, and you actually need to go yourself. But yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give it to Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald wins this shit by a fucking landslide. Genuinely the biggest dick riders. At least almost everyone else except Dax has listenable music. Tom McDonald fans just dick ride to dog shit music.